Yep.
Hey, welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I am Shagdog.
JammerFan here.
Yep, JammerFan is here and Jammer's not. And this is, I guess, the beginning phases of Falltoberfest.
Yeah.
I did a Founders Oktoberfest the other day, but today I'm doing Founders Ultimate Oktoberfest.
And for me, this is day one of the weekend of Labatt dependence. I'm a Labattaholic. Actually, it's because so $16.99 for a 30-pack. But guess what, Shagdog? Guess what? The last time I was at the liquor store, they had points there. My liquor store started doing points 6 months ago. Turns out I had $10 off. So this fucking 30-pack was $6.99. That's 23 cents a beer.
That's good points. Good points. I got the point thing.
23 cents a beer? I should water my lawn with this fucking shit. That's how cheap it is.
Yeah, I get the point things that Total Wine and More, but it's way up in Columbia, and I go there maybe once every 5 or 6 months, so it's not even, I don't have enough points for anything probably, but yes, this is 10% ABV by Founders, and it says, if I can read it, not even Oktoberfest is safe from our love of barrel aging. That's right. We put our German-style Märzen in a barrel for 9 months. The result, smooth flavors of bourbon, caramel,
barrel
and
aged.
sweet bread,
Nice.
and moderate bitterness. So I wonder if this is their regular Oktoberfest I had the other day, but it's barrel aged for so many months. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. Well, I got to pour it, I guess. Oh yeah, this gets it's 10% ABV and a 90 on Beer Advocate. It's Märzen and Founders Brewing.
And look, Shagdog, you know I like craft beer and I drink craft beer. It's just, I see you going on at 6 in the morning. I didn't have time to plan. This is a wake and bake beer for me, so I just had to grab what I had, man. I always have Labatt Blue on hand. I call it the cube. I always have a cube handy. You never know when you're going to need it, Shagdog. It's like an emergency beer. It's like a ration. It's like the MRE. You were in the Army. This is the MRE of Canadian beers.
Yeah, it's a Canadian MRE, right?
Canadian MRE. Yeah, they're not worth the shit. Their Army can't fight for shit, but they definitely. Whoa, sorry, I'm outside right now. Big trucks going by. People are moving in. It's a college time, so lots of college kids are moving in and out. People are moving in. End of summer, beginning of fall.
Hey, you sure it's not the people running away from the Venezuelans that are trying to,
Oh, you're talking about the Denver thing. I'm not in Denver, you fucking cocksucker. I'm in the free territory. I'm just north of the or just south of the Wyoming border, buddy. I'm out here in free country. I'm in free territory. I'm not in Soviet communist Denver. Quit trying to say that.
Labatt Blue is the best. I don't know if you know this, but Labatt Blue is the best-selling Canadian beer in the world. Introduced in 1951 as Labatt Pilsner, it was named for the color of its label by fans of Winnipeg Blue Bombers football team. Blue was the first.
No, I knew it was a football team, but it's not. Isn't it like the dumb version of football, soccer? I think they're talking about soccer, right? Because it's not like regular football.
Unless it's CFL, but it could be soccer. If a Canadian wrote it, it could be.
I don't know, dude. The Canadians aren't known for playing regular football. I've never heard the Canadians play in gridiron.
No, that's CFL. Yeah, that's CFL. Blue Bomber. Yeah, it's Canadian football league.
So it's gridiron. It's actual gridiron football.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got football. Yeah, they got Toronto Argonauts, Edmonton Eskimos.
All right.
So yeah, they got some funky teams there.
You know what I mean, right? If you say gridiron, that's gridiron football. There's like American football, right? You know that term, correct?
Right. Yeah. And then
so that's
most people that are foreigners call it.
That's how you, because obviously there's that stupid thing in Europe they call football soccer or soccer football. It's interchangeable over there. And one time I had a friend say, I want to watch a football game, and I didn't realize how British he was. And when I saw it was soccer, I was like, I need to drink all of your alcohol right now to get through this. So I don't like soccer. I just, whoa. I don't like soccer. Damn. Shit, man. I guess in the UK they're up early and shit. Fuck. Damn.
Alrighty. Technical.
I'm here, man. You dropped out. I was here.
Yeah, I was hearing you, but my screen went black, and cheap ass potato computer and my crappy internet combination.
I dropped out and then I rejoined and then I put my phone in my pocket for a minute so that I could just enjoy the morning weather. It's 7:55 a.m. here, Shagdog.
Oh wow! Yes, it's very late here. I mean, early.
Well, no, you're for your schedule. This is like late night. This is early morning. I'm on a regular schedule, so. But you know what? It's the one thing you didn't factor in. You're like, oh gosh, I don't have any viewers at 6 a.m. I'm on Super Labor Day weekend, bro. It's Labor Day weekend. What?
I did have you and one other viewer. There was 2 viewers at one time too. So
I saw that. Yeah.
And I don't see it. I think it shows all the viewers sometimes because
it doesn't.
Some people be commenting and it'll show 0 viewers. So I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shagdog. I got the floor for a minute here. Part of the reason I got this Labatt Blue is that I'm doing ribs, beer brats, and beer potatoes this weekend. Like I'm going all weekend. I'm making a chili. So I'm making a different meal every day. So today, and I'm going a little healthier actually, I'm doing beer brats with cubed and seared sweet potato, green beans, and a side salad. So it's going to be healthy. There's a lot of really good veggies. The brats, brats are salty and they're fatty, but you balance it out with the potassium from the sweet potato and the green beans and like salad. Like a lot of veggies. Like, are you eating your veggies, man? Are you getting your veg on? Is your mom giving you veg? Is your mom cooking you vegetables?
My mom.
Sorry.
Yeah, sometimes she does.
No. That's the only time. Like the only time.
No. Yeah. Anyhow, my beer. Let me give you a look-see and a smelly. It looks almost the same as a regular Oktoberfest. But the smell, you can tell it's stronger than the other one I had the other day by them.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of oak barrels they use, but it smells. I'm picking up like a little whiskey or bourbon or something in there.
Even if it's unused barrels, even if it's just American oak, which I will say every time you hear about a barrel, it's American oak, it'll still taste like a whiskey flavor. It's that woodiness in the vanilla that comes from the barrel.
It's giving me a sensation of some Canadian whiskeys, like Canadian Mist or some of those cheap Canadian whiskeys. we're
Canada bros, eh?
Yeah.
We should go to Nova Scotia. It's on the East Coast. I know you guys are East Coasters. We go to Nova Scotia, hit up the Scotia.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like this though because I don't like bourbon or barrel aged shit. So we'll see.
Well, it's got 10% alcohol, so that's a ball buster right there, dude.
All right, I'm going to go in deep.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Cheers, Canadian whiskey. Yeah, you're taking in the Canadian Nova Scotian whiskey.
Wow, that tastes so much. It tastes like whiskey. I kid you not. Let's see what other people say on that shit. Holy frig. I don't want to lose the page.
Yeah.
Also, medium off-white flavors, those elements of sweetness, no bitterness, ultimate octopus, medium body and fry. That's all he has. Hints of barrel, honey, oakiness, toffee, vanilla. Yeah, I get a little bit of that. I just want to see if anybody's picking up the whiskey flavor like I am. To me, it's like I don't like whiskey, so.
Yeah.
Bourbon, distinct bourbon flavors. So someone's picking that up.
Someone's picking it up, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's bourbon barrels. Maybe it's a spent bourbon barrel, so you're getting some bourbon off of it.
Yeah. Did my camera go black? Okay. Never mind.
No, it's still good, man. Yeah. Good.
All right.
Are you still in South Carolina? Where are you hailing from?
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah, Atlanta.
Still in the SC town in the house.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong part. We moved to the wrong part of South Carolina. It seems like it's more happening, of course, by the coast, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
What's the other places down below there? I forget some other place. Of course, Charleston, ritzy, a little southern town. There's another place people like. It's a little beach town, but it's more not like Myrtle Beach. It's I forget the name of it. And then you got Columbia area, which is more, I think, more happening in this area. And then you got northwest part of South Carolina, which is Greenville. That area is happening. I'm in the Augusta area, so
Augusta's a good area, I've heard. I heard Augusta's a nice city.
now, Augusta has a nickname called Disgusta, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, there's probably bad parts, but it's not real bad or anything.
I mean, I've heard it's a good city as far as just like being a good city, good people, you know?
Yeah. I just don't like the setup here to spread out. Yeah. I don't know. It's just me, but probably. I'm giving it by because I'm on these dating apps, and most of the good-looking women appear to be in by the coast, Columbia area, or Greensville.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you know what, Shagdog, you're I'm not trying to be mean about this, but you're a tiny bit past your dating prime. So am I, but I have a great woman right now, so I'm good.
What, when I hit 50, I mean, when I was my early 40s was my last prime, where I was just picking girls up on these sites all the time. Not scoring with all of them, of course, but going out and
I know.
trying to get to know somebody, yeah. But as soon as I got to my late 40s, when I became single again, when I was 46, 47, I mean, I did meet a really wonderful woman back in 2020, but because of COVID, it didn't last long. Plus, there were some issues too that I didn't like, so I just let it go. I let that relationship go. You know, it was only a 3-month relationship, pretty much. So, but she was a very nice woman and sweet. But I let that one go. That's the last girl I dated. I went out with one girl here about 3 or 4 times, and I kind of liked her. She kind of liked me, but there's certain. I think when you get older, you get set in your ways. I don't want to have dogs, especially pit bulls. I'm just picky about certain things, I guess. Yeah.
Pit bulls are a handful. Pit bulls are a handful. Yeah, what's ironic, Shagdog, is now when you go to pick up women, what you really mean is you're rotating them on the bed so they don't get bed sores. That's how you're picking up women. Get it? You're picking them up to move them because they're immobilized because they're 90.
I don't work at a what do you call it? Like a hospital, or what's the place where they're dying?
That's either hospice or nursing home.
Yeah, hospice or a nursing home. Yeah, I don't work at. I'd like to work at a hospice. That'd be fun.
You're a sick fucker.
I just like to hear people. They call it not near death, but there's a pre-death experience where the ones that talking to their like somebody's there.
Yeah,
and they're kind of out of it, and then later they're back with it. And there's, I was talking to my brother. They're kind of like, wow, yeah, it was like he's really here. They're kind of like, wow, like they know now he wasn't really there, or he might have been there. So they call that pre-death experience.
Well, that totally sounds like former President Donald Trump. Just kidding. Talking to somebody like Kamala, is she there? I don't know. Is Oblomla here? Communism, very bad. JD Vance. JD Vance. Sorry.
Remember, no politics.
I know. Sorry. I'm on my front porch and I just yelled JD Vance into the dewy morning air. And somebody probably with their window open heard JD Vance like really loud.
I got some liberal neighbors like, who the hell said that?
Yeah. Oh God. Don't utter the name of the devil.
Weird guy.
Those fuckers are weird, man. Talk about weird, fucking weird fuckers.
All right, no politics.
Weird, no cap, as they say. You ever heard that? Bustin', no cap. Gen
really
Z.
Weird.
I'm getting Gen Z on Shagdog. No fucking cap. No cap.
Really weird
no cap.
about the weird is like they're just like over exaggerating the weird. Weird. Oh, he's weird. Weird. And they're going on and on about the weird. Is like that's all you can say about him. Come on. Okay, about his points or his policies or anything. It was just he's weird. He's weird. He's weird. Everybody's weird.
Yeah, there was a meltdown though when liberals started so this has devolved into kindergarten. When I was in kindergarten, a kid called me weird, and then I punched him in his gizzard right in the throat. I was like, boom, who's weird? I was like, who's weird now? I remember one time, I took a little knapsack and I filled it with, we had all those building blocks as kids. They had letters on them and stuff.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, or not my friend, a fellow classmate rather, was making fun of me because I misspelled a word. So I filled up this little sack of blocks with the letters on them. And I was like, "Who's misspelling now, bitch?" And I whacked him in the head with it a couple times. I was like, I treated grade school like prison, dude. I was like, I gotta fuck these little fuckers up. And you know what? I did good. I did really good. I did really good.
You really hit some kid with blocks.
Yeah, I put them in and let the. I remember the A, and my name is, I have an A in my name, David. So I was just like, I went with it. And I was like, remember my name. And I hit him with the blocks and it let the little A imprint. And I was like, yeah, David. That spells yo, my bitch. And I fucking kicked him. Like, no, dude, I was like, no, I was a mean kid, dude. And I think it was because I grew up watching like rated R movies, like RoboCop. I must have seen 100 times as a kid. Wow. I saw RoboCop first. I was like 6 or 7 years old. And so like, so my dad was like, so right when so he was always on my dad in the 80s and 90s was always on the cutting edge of technology. So right when VHSs came out, my dad started copying them. He had a like thing where you could copy, he had this like crazy hookup where he hooked 2 VCRs together through the TV or whatever. And then he could basically, so every time we rented a movie, he would copy it. And my dad was renting like Terminator 2, Lethal Weapon, Last Boy Scout. He was renting all this like kind of like, classic 80s shit. And then I would rewatch them over and over and over. So during the summer, I remember one summer I just watched Lethal Weapon like 100 times and drank grape soda and played Nintendo.
Yeah, the first one was good. The second one was all right too. That was it.
The first one was awesome. I'm too old for this shit, Riggs. Like, I'm like, I fucking love that movie, dude. It's fucking badass. Right. I'm like, Yeah,
that's pretty good.
But anyways, man, I really wish I could taste that. I'm really jealous that you have this barrel-aged Founders, but it sounds like it's a little cloying. It sounds like it's a big boy. It sounds like it's maybe a tough beer to finish.
Well, it's not too bad, surprisingly. I mean, I'm picking up that bourbon. It was coming off as like a Canadian whiskey first, but now it's a little bit more bourbon-y. It's not bad. I've had stronger barrel-aged type beers, where it was pretty much almost undrinkable to me because I'm not a big barrel-aged drinker.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I wouldn't drink too many of these, of course, being 10% for one thing, and then the barrel or bourbon taste or whatever. But it's not bad. I might pick up a little bit of a vanilla.
So did you just buy a single bottle?
That's what I do all the time. Yeah, I never buy 6-packs or 12-packs, especially craft beers, especially ones I never had before, because I'm like, if I don't like it, it's going to be a waste. Yeah. If I pick up 12-packs, 6-packs, it's usually, or 18-packs, it's something I've had before, Yingling, Miller Lite, whatever, I haven't bought I bought single Miller Lights recently, but I haven't bought a 6-pack or a 12-pack of that in a long time. That used to be my go-to adjunct lager, light lager, but I don't drink anymore. If I'm not doing a beer review, I usually don't drink. So I only drink when I do beer review, which is a good thing.
Well, see, I'm still drinking a fair bit. And so for me, I kind of need like the Labatt Blue around. Like if I was just drinking like 3 beers a week, I would spend like $20 on each beer. I'd be like, fuck it. I'm getting the best of the best. So I'm jealous, man, that you're getting the best of the best. I looked at, dude. So craft beer, the other day I saw like it was just a 6-pack of Fat Tire for $12.99 for a 6-pack.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not that cheap.
Really? That's no.
I've seen some 6-packs when I was in Florida.
$14.99, $13.99, $14. Yeah, $14. Dude, that's insane, man. Like I said, I got this 30-pack for $6.99. $6.99 for a 30-pack. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm thinking back. I was thinking about this last night or a couple nights ago after we did beer reviews the other day. I was thinking about late 90s, early 2000s. I can't remember when it was, but a 6-pack, the regular adjunct lagers, whatever, going around $3.50 a 6-pack. And all of a sudden they jumped up to $4. And I was like, what the fuck? $4 for a 6-pack? Wow, some geese. You got some geese over there?
Yeah, some low flyers, dude. They flew.
Wow.
They were pretty loud. They were honking over me, and I was like, "What the?" You probably saw me looking around. I was like, "What's going on?"
They probably saw your beard. They're like, "Hey, Labatt Blue, we're headed that way to
Oh,
Canada." Yeah.
we're headed, dude. That's actually what I was thinking. But you know what's funny? They were headed. Actually, they were headed north. They were headed north of me, so I can see the Budweiser brewery right now. I'm looking at Budweiser from my porch. I think
Oh,
I've told
wow.
you and Jammer this, but I can
Yeah.
see Budweiser brewing from my porch. There's a big field that they used to grow hops and barley and stuff, and then there's this big, and there's a railroad track that actually runs through there too. So they get. I've heard that a lot of these big breweries build along the tracks, because that makes it more efficient to get shipments of what they need in. And it drives the cost down because a craft brewery can't offer a 30-pack for $20 or whatever,
Right. Yeah.
So it's an economy of scale, I guess. But no, I can. In the summer, it's harder to see because all the trees are, have leaves. But in the winter, when there's no leaves on the trees in my neighborhood, I can see the logo on. Like I've taken pictures of it. I'll send you a picture sometime of me just taking a picture from my front porch, seeing the Budweiser brewery. And you know what? They brew Elysian. I don't know if you've had Space Dust IPA. Did you guys ever do Space Dust?
Yeah.
They brew that right over there. Like during the winter, they have brewery. They call it like the brewery lights or whatever. So it's a Christmas festival and it's free. You go there and they give you 2 drink tickets when you show them your ID, and they give you 2 free drinks, anything you want on tap. And then you can look at all the lights. They do all the Christmas lights on the brewery, and then you can go visit the Clydesdale horses. So I've actually gone. I last year I had 2 Space Dusts, and I just kind of puttered around, and I went and visited the Clydesdales, and it was nice.
Wow. Yeah, Jammer, about this beer, I want to hurry up, close it out, give my grade. Or JammerFan, no, I want to call you Jammer. Oh,
yeah, man. No, it's okay. We're both handsome gentlemen.
Right. Bourbon, slight caramel, maybe malt in there, very light vanilla, maybe a herbal hop in there, maybe slightly, and maybe a little bit peppery. It doesn't give me a feeling of Oktoberfest, though. I mean, there's Oktoberfest, especially with the maybe a little bit of caramel that you pick up in there, but with that bourbon in there, it doesn't give me the Oktoberfest sensation. So, yeah. But based on what it is, the ultimate Oktoberfest, yes, if you want to say bourbon barrel age Oktoberfest, I'm going to grade it for what it is. Now, I'm not grading it as an actual regular Oktoberfest. It's a bourbon barrel age or barrel age Oktoberfest, right? So I'm going to give it a B, straight up B and a swallow. There you go.
Huh. B and a swallow. I'm surprised. That's a better score than I thought, Shagdog. By the way, you described it very well with the woody notes, the herbal notes, Yeah,
it's it's got the bourbon barrel shit in there, but it's smooth enough where it's drinkable for me. A lot of these barrel age ones, they're just too harsh.
You said 10% though, 10.00. Yeah. Honestly,
I don't even feel it too much really either. As far as the warming sensation, barely any warming sensation or anything. It's like an Oktoberfest Imperial, right?
It sounds like a creeper. Whenever I drink those really smooth high ABV beers, at first I don't. It doesn't even feel like I've drank, and I'm like, wow, this was like really. This might as well have been IPA, like a standard IPA or something.
Yeah, so this is almost like a Märzen,
barley wine, a Märzen wine,
or Imperial Märzen, right?
Yeah, Imperial Märzen. I've actually had an Imperial Märzen before. Odell did a double wood aged Imperial Märzen. I had that before. That was only 8% though. 10% is crazy.
Why do you think people, especially Army soldiers that were stationed in Germany and people who lived in Germany now who lived in America, they don't know what they're talking about? Because they're like, oh, German beers are stronger over in Germany. It's the same
they're
ABV.
Not. They're way lower ABV compared to like the States actually now.
Yeah, the beer, they're trying to say that they're make them stronger over there compared to when they import them over here. They make them weaker, but they're the same ABV, same beers. They don't like weaken them down. There might be a couple that do it, maybe.
So Shagdog, here's where it came from. originally in the 1950s and 60s, people were drinking like Rolling Rock and Schlitz and Old Milwaukee and old times. There's like all these, and those were all 4.2 to 4.5. So if Germany has an Oktoberfest that's like 6%, that's actually a heavy beer compared to America. But now we're the kings, dude. America is now the kings of high ABV beers, dude.
Right. Yeah, because the German lady I used to work with many, many years ago, she was like, oh, I told her about, we had Hacker Shore Oktoberfest at this restaurant we used to go to, me and Jammer, and she's like, oh, it's stronger over in Germany. I'm like, I think it's the same alcohol percentage.
No, it's not.
It's stronger.
You can go on Beer Advocate, and it says it's the same. Like the data's there, you know. But Shagdog, it's you know.
The only other point I want to make on German beers is a lot of veterans who work in or live in Germany or stationed in Germany, they come back and say, Germans drink all their beers warm. But a German girl I talked to, she said, another girl I dated, I didn't date the old one, the first one. This other girl I dated, for a couple of weeks, German girl, she was crazy. She's like, I asked her about that, and she's like, no, it's only the like the Hefeweizens and stuff like that are the only ones that are usually served at room temperature. She said the rest of them are all usually chilled or whatever, refrigerated or whatever. So I don't know. I guess it depends on who you talk to.
I've talked to some Germans. They talk about how in the winter, fall, and spring, if you have a beer at so if you have a beer in your cupboard, but it's winter, and your house is set to like 60 degrees, it's probably 59, 60 degrees. It's cold to the touch. It's not like you're having a beer in a warm garage. That's how I'm drinking this right now. This was in my pantry, and it's probably 60 something degrees. It's not ice cold, but it's not warm. Like I'm drinking like warm tea or something, it still tastes cold, I think that's like, and they have all these cask beers. Have you ever had anything on cask before?
I don't know if Guinness or Innis and Gunn had a couple of cask beers.
So they're not. So the cask beers use naturally occurring nitrogen in the cask system to basically carbonate the beer. So it's basically like a nitro beer. I mean, it is. It's just naturally occurring nitrogen. So the bubbles are tiny. They're really small. And it's really velvety and smooth. It's almost like it's not even carbonated at all. There's just a little bit there. But there's something about that, like, cask, like, ale system. I don't know. It definitely gives it a different flavor. And it definitely, the tiny bubbles and the velvety, like, you have this big head that looks like Guinness. Yeah, I mean, Guinness is, there's probably a cask version, of course, of Guinness.
Oh,
but
not Guinness, but Innis.
Oh, Innis and Gunn. Oh, yeah. No, I love them too. Have you ever had any like their Scotch ale stuff or any of their like badass 4-packs? They have a lot of 4-packs.
We did like 4 or 5 back when we first started.
Yeah, you guys did, yeah.
Yammer has done them again. I think I did one time with him before I moved, a year or so before I moved. But
they do a Caribbean cask. Did you guys ever do the Caribbean cask?
I didn't, but he might have, but I don't think he did. I don't recall.
Oh, man, the Innis and Gunn, it was a Scotch ale style beer, but aged in Caribbean rum casks, and it was really good.
We did like 4 of their original ones that they first came out with back in 2012 or whatever it was. But supposedly the dudes that opened it, something about Guinness, like they used to work for Guinness or something, and or maybe their names were Innis and Gunn. Actually, it just sounds like Guinness. It's kind of weird or whatever. Oh, yeah. This beer, this one's going to get me 10%.
Are you going to be done after this? Just so I'm curious.
I got one more chilling. It's another Oktoberfest. I'm not even sure how much strong that one is.
All right, I got one more Labatt Blue I set out. Julia was like, it's pretty early to be drinking. And I was like, no. I'm just going to do like a few.
Oh, Jesus. You should have just made your brats and hung out with Julia.
No, I mean, it's too early to make the brats, dude. I can't make brats at 8 fucking a.m., bro.
Slow cook.
I mean, slow cook for 12 fucking hours, man. We're
you're not eating them until tonight. I wish I had weekends and holidays off. I want a job like that. Last time I had a job where I got weekends and holidays off. when I was in the Army.
You know what, dude? I haven't had weekends and holidays off for a while, but since I'm freelance right now and I'm just doing gig work, I just choose what time I want. But she actually, dude, she actually has like the whole weekend like off and paid and everything.
Now, when I did my special gig work that I used to do, it
Special
depended on the
gig.
holiday. Yeah, it depended on the holiday. I would work some of them. It depends. Like, wow, this is gonna be a good day. You know, when this like New Year's Day was a great day to do food delivery because people are hungover. They don't want to go anywhere. I didn't go out one day because I was hungover myself. So I didn't go out until 3 in the afternoon. I said, okay, let's go out there. And I was making money, mad money. I was like, damn, I should have stayed sober last night. I've been out here all day.
Shit, man. Well, I'm fucking podcasting on my porch, drinking a beer. I'm starting off the holiday right, bro.
Yeah, you should flip your camera around so we can try to see the Budweiser place there.
All right, yeah, you can sort of see it. Hold on, I'll flip it. Hold on, because I can see it through. Fuck. The camera is like the camera is really thin.
Just turn the camera.
All right,
point it towards it.
It's through the trees. It's hard. You can't really see. It's not high enough resolution, especially on this tiny camera.
Turn to the right. The right. I think you have to go to the right. No, the other right. Yeah, right there. Is that it over there? The big building on the other side of the tree?
That's the field that goes to it. But if over here the tree's blocking it, like I said, it's hard on a. But can you see that field over there? That through the two houses?
Vaguely. Yeah.
A farm field. Yeah, that's the Budweiser field. That's like where they're growing their shit.
I don't want to implant this in your head, and you'll probably do it. But you know what? One of these nights you get drunk, I think you should go to a chainsaw and cut that fucking tree down.
Dude, it's a huge tree. I mean, it would like crush cars and stuff. It would crush me. I would die. It would.
Then find somebody loco. Find somebody's loco who knows how to cut down trees so it falls the perfect way. Do it in the middle of the night. Say, hey, dude, if you do this, I'll put it on the beer review that I join some guys with.
So I'll tell you what, if there's a trail right down the street from me and it goes behind that house and there's a clear view of the Budweiser. So I'll send you a picture. I know it doesn't help now, but I'll send you a picture. I don't need to chop anything down because I literally can just go on that trail. It takes about 5 minutes.
Remember, I put it in your head. Remember, someday find somebody that cuts trees. Let's do it. Cut that fucking tree.
All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's take it down.
Put it on video.
What's crazy is because, because I'm using human eyeballs that are high res, I can see through the branches right now and I can see the brewery, but you're not going to be able to see that on a blurry camera picture. If I had, those cameras that they use to take pictures of like NBA players, they're like going up to jam and they're like, those crazy, like the lens is like 3 feet long and they're like telephoto lenses.
Yeah, out this far. Yeah.
If I had one of those, I could be like, boom, 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 taking fucking fashion model shots of this shit. But like you saw blurry ass fucking thing. Yeah. But it's there. Just know that I'm like, there's actually not a sidewalk. I'm mad because if there was a sidewalk that went from here to Budweiser, it'd probably be about 2 miles, which is about, I don't know, 20 minutes of 30 minutes of walking. It'd be so, if I could walk to Budweiser Brewery, dude, you know how much I would just go there because they have a tap room. I would just go to the tap room.
Find the property owner and say, hey, dude, I'm a big Budweiser fan. I would love to get a better view of that building over there. Can you cut that fucking tree down? See if that
cut the tree down. Cut the tree out. No, I want a bus that just goes from here to the fucking Budweiser plant. But their beers aren't that good. I would say Space Dust and Elysian, like they have pumpkin beers too.
I didn't even know Anheuser-Busch did that. Wow.
Yeah, no, they do. That's probably their best stuff. Also, there's something called Blue Point or Rock Point Lager. Blue Point Lager.
Rock Point was originally on Long Island.
Yeah, Blue Point. They bought Blue Point now, so they have Blue Point there, which is pretty good.
Wow.
So last time I was there, I had the Elysian and the Blue Point, and I was like, "That's pretty good, man." I mean,
Blue Point had one called Blue Point Toasted Lager.
No, that's what it was. Yeah, the Blue Point Toasted Lager. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, we did that many years ago. It was a pretty good one.
So I had Elysian Space Dust and Blue Point. Like those were my last year at the Christmas festival. I had both those for free, dude. I got a pint of each for free.
Yeah, because that was brewed in some place. We pronounced it wrong. We used to say Patchagoo, Long Island. Patchagoo, but it's pronounced some other way. But to me, it looks like Patchagoo. And somebody from Long Island corrected us.
Patchagoo.
Don't you love when people watch your beer review and correct your language?
All right. Well, did you finish your beer? Because I have to finish mine if you did.
I've been finished, JammerFan. I am the champion. I said, look at my title there. It says Ultimate Beer Drinker.
Yeah, I like that you had to like adjust your glasses. Let's see let's take a look.
I couldn't remember what the hell I said. Oh, yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
I knew it was Ultimate
beer drinker. Mine just says Northern Territory because guess what, Shagdog? I'm Labatt Bluing out right now. I'm like, you've heard of a blackout. This is a blue out, baby. Woo!
Yeah,
the blue out. Woo!
Man, if you get a blue out, you got to drink a lot of those. Huh?
Yeah, I had to drink like 90, but I don't, whatever. At 23,
I probably only gonna drink about 12, and I'll have a blue out. I'll have a black and blue out.
20 at 23 cents a can. I really could drink 90, and it would only be like $20 something.
I tell you, those Labatt Blues in Florida. I used to sell them at the Winn-Dixie on sale. The Labatt Blue Light, the blue light.
The blue light, yeah.
I stopped buying the Miller. At that time, I was drinking Miller Light all the time. I started drinking the Labatt Blue Light. Man, this shit was on because Miller Light used to be on sale all the time until Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah. So the blue light is much better than the blue, but here's my problem, Shagdog. The blue light is 4.0%.
Yeah, I like
that. But hold on though. You have to drink like 10 of them to get a buzz. This one's 4.8, so it's a little bit.
I have a lot of health problems. I get buzzed off about 3 or 4 of those.
Well, I got a problem with being too healthy. I'm a young buck, and I got
brain issues. All right, well, I'm ready for the next one. You gonna do another Labatt Blue?
I got one more left for now because Julia was like, "I'm cutting you off." She took away my box. She took away the cube. She's like, "I'm taking this cube away."
If she ever gives you the ultimatum, it's that beer review or me. You better stick with her.
Oh, I've said that many times. You know how you and fucking Jammer complained? Oh, Jammer JammerFan was about to do a video and he bailed. It's because Julia's like me or the podcast, and I'm like you, and then I just I exit out.
Yeah. Okay. But you should tell us that. We won't be upset about that. Hey, I gotta go. Julia wants to watch a movie or something. Hey, okay, see you later.
Or she's just like, for the love of God, it's 6 a.m. Quit doing beer reviews.
Yeah.
But Shagdog, right now I'm a free agent, so when I'm not working, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I just go with it. I just get up and I start working, cleaning, doing stuff. I don't like tossing and turning in bed like for hours. Like it just wastes time. Like if you can't fall asleep, just get up and do something.
Yeah.
So I've been up.
I don't mind doing that, but when I gotta go to work, oh man, it sucks if I can't sleep when I gotta go to work.
No, it only works if you're not working because I can sleep whenever I want, right? Yeah. So this morning I actually woke up, dude, and got all the dishes done, polished I cleaned the oven and polished the countertops and stuff. Like, so by the time 6 a.m. rolled around, I was like listening to podcasts and I saw you pop up. It was like when you were doing that first review, I saw you just pop up in my feed and I was like, whoa, Shagdog is doing his thing. And I was actually drinking a morning beer, and I was like, "Fuck it, let me contact this motherfucker." Because you were like, "Nobody's up, nobody's watching my thing. There's no early risers," and I'm like, "Boom, what up?"
Yeah, one of those videos I did a couple of days last week, or one of them got 500 and some views on Facebook stream. I was like, "How the hell did that happen?" Damn. Whether it stayed that long, I don't know, but
yeah.
I got another Oktoberfest. It's the South Carolina one, so we'll see how that one tastes.
Dirty South, Dirty Dixie.
This brewery called Edmund Ulster, a hit or miss on most of their beers I've had with them, so we'll see. I haven't had a beer by them yet. It's like I think I had one that was pretty good, but the rest of them were like, eh. So hopefully it's good.
All right, well, I got to use the John, and I got to go for a smoke. So don't panic if I don't immediately join. You and Jammer, like, oh, it's been 2 minutes. JammerFan's bailing. Just don't get your panties in a twist.
Yeah,
I got to go.
I got to find a background picture and go get the beer, clean my glass out, and I'll send you the link.
All right.
All right. See you in a bit. Hey, Spinner Swallow Beer Review. We'll see you on the next one. Shagdog, and that was JammerFan. Hey, wow, that turned into a 40-minute video. All right, see you on the next one.